My name is Tantanika. My family, prior to coming into foster care, I had my mother, my stepfather, my 2 brothers, and my 2 cousins. I was sexually assaulted by my stepfather. It was like when I was like a kid to probably my 10th grade years. One day I woke up and I was tired of it, sick of it, and I just couldn't do it anymore. My first impression on my CASA, her name is Faye. She's become my best friend.
And so the day that I met her, I went to her school, just a skinny little thing, glasses that were too big for her face. And she sat down with me and we started talking, and I told her who I was, and I tried to explain, what a CASA was and what I was gonna try and do for her. And she asked me, she said, "Do you want to see my files?" And I said, "Sure, I would love to see your files." And she reached into her book bag and she pulled out this stack of loose papers. And on these papers, she had written dates and times and things that had happened and where they had happened and how she had felt and things that she had thought. And she said, "I've been keeping these files for a long time. I thought, I am going to fight for this child."
You know how you can't express everything to everybody. You gotta watch what you say around people. With a CASA, I don't feel like that. A CASA is there for me. I know where your attention is. The attention is gonna be on me. If I need you, you're gonna be here for me. I'm very close to Faye still.
I've had 5 cases over the 5 years. With each child, there is a different point at which you know it will be okay. In Tan's case, I knew it would be okay when her grandparents were awarded custody of her.
In the best possible world, the Department of Family and Children Services could be seen as an agency that has the responsibility to care for children, and that it would always act in their best interest, that parents would always have their own children's best interest at heart, that children could say what they want and that would also be in their best interest. But in reality, all of those interests are separate and do not necessarily even overlap. The benefit of the CASA is their ability to have one case, devote time to it, and with their very effective training, help make sure that the child's best interest is always part of a conversation.
I am going to school full-time soon, so I'll be trying to go for social work. I'm going to Athens Tech, and then when I get my master's, me and Faye talked about this, when I get my master's, we're gonna try to see if I can transfer to go to UGA. I go to different events and talk to them about foster care, talk to them about the experience that I've been through, talk to them about the life of a foster child.
With a CASA, I am more likely to find a safe and permanent home.
With a CASA, I am more likely to succeed in school.
With a CASA, I am more likely to spend less time in long-term foster care.
With a CASA, I am more likely to avoid re-entry into foster care.